Sawadee up everyone! What was your first electric scooter? Mine was a single 800 watt motor, 48 volts, 18 amp battery. It had 10 inches tires and weighs 35 kilograms, with a decent range of 45 kilometers and a top speed of 38 kilometers per hour. Enough speed for a beginner, but I realized it's too heavy for a single motor scooter. The size is bigger than the Mantis 10 and the other dual motor scooters. Too slow for me, too slow to accelerate. It took really long to reach the top speed and I couldn't merge with the faster traffic. The bicycle path here in Thailand is usually occupied by other vehicles. I ended up driving in the middle with cars and others using all the skills I knew to be as safe as possible. And so I needed to purchase a faster one. After just 2 weeks of riding it, I ordered the 010X. It satisfied my commutes, thirst of speed and acceleration, but not the weight. It was still pretty heavy. Well, that's expected for a dual motor scooter. It's really hard to find a scooter with lighter weight and faster speed than usual single motor scooter at the same time. I've tried many single motor scooters and watched many reviews, but almost all of them could only get around 40 to 45 kilometers top speed. Except the Dualtron Mini, which I unofficially tested. I seen 50 kilometers per hour on the display. I haven't tested it on a longer road yet, probably faster. So yeah, I admire all of the single motor scooters despite of their respective downsides. They are all wonderful creation of hard work and passion. It just happened my place here requires a faster scooter to commute safer. So usually, if this is the case, we end up getting a more capable and more expensive dual motor scooters. Now here's the Hero S10. It looks skinny and not so durable on the photograph. And as a 48 volt scooter, it is likely to be slow or very slow. I mean 45 kilometers per hour isn't that fun and useful in my current place. For me, 50 to 60 kilometers per hour is enough to be safe here. By the way, if you find this video entertaining and being helpful to you thus far, a subscribe to my channel and a like would really help spread this video to help more people. I would really appreciate that. Thank you. Then after Yotona shop sending the Hero S10 to me, I confirmed that this is better than what I expected it to be. It is indeed skinny but solidly built and it didn't have any rattling or problems during and after my harsh rides. I didn't have to tighten the bolts from time to time, they stayed tight from day one. This is my ride for a month and even just riding this for a month, I could confidently say that I could keep riding this for years if I own one. Because I know how I ride and I know Yotona shop has an excellent after sales. They have accessories and parts available at their shop, something that I hope every shop has. Yotona is the only shop to purchase the Hero S10 and other Hero models here in Thailand. They also have a variety of commuter scooters. I recommend checking their website and channel if you're thinking of getting one. You may want to watch this video if you're eyeing on the Hero S10 and available in your country. Now the Hero S10 has a price point of 33,900 baht. Basing from my experience on it for a month, the price is still cheaper than the overall package. Let me show you what I mean. In the box, you'll find the unit with the keys, charger, toolkit, a plug-and-play headlight with a horn at the back, and a very nice looking and clear handbook with free Hero badge inside. Usually we get a very confusing manual from the other companies. Hopefully they'll improve it as soon as possible. Setting up this model was very easy. Just tighten the handlebar, brakes, throttle and buttons, the key ignition, headlight and the rear hugger fender, and it's ready to go. But to understand the scooter really well, take time to read the important reminders from the handbook and set the P settings according to your riding style. It has a 48 volts 13 amp battery, a single 1000 watt hub motor, a claim range of 40 kilometers, and a top speed of 50 kilometers per hour. It weighs 22 kilograms only but can handle a rider weight maximum capacity of 120 kilograms. It has also 52 volts versions with 18 and 23 amp batteries. If this 48 volt version performance impressed me so much, I cannot imagine the 52 volts versions. And to be honest, the battery is tiny. I was having a serious range anxiety during the range test because usually we get half of the claim range, and slightly tapping the throttle of the S10 goes 45 kilometers per hour. You may check my range test video after this to see that. I was hoping to get 20 to 25 kilometers, but it really surprised me when I achieved an amazing result of 37 kilometers. Now I've said that it's amazing because the claim range is 40 kilometers, very close to my 37 kilometers result, except that I still had 40% remaining battery. Also during the range test, I was riding fast. There were some hilly roads, did my speed test, and lots of stops and go in the city. It means I use a lot of battery energy, But unexpectedly, I still had remaining battery to probably ride around 15 to 20 more kilometers. I did the range test twice and used the S10 in my daily commute and got the same results, close to 60 kilometers of range. What a 13 amp battery! It takes only 6 hours from empty to fully charge the battery. And if you drain the battery and won't be able to charge immediately, it is very easy and fun to push and ride the S10. It's like a typical kick scooter because of the weight. Also take note, this is the only scooter I've tried that didn't slow down, even at 40% remaining battery. It was still performing the same speed. And speaking of speed, here's the speed test without any loads. Those were the speed without any scooter's weight and a rider. I was stunned when I saw the Gear 3, not because of the numbers on the display, but because of the insane rotation and the sound of the rear tire, something that we see only from dual motor scooters. Now possibly the display wasn't very accurate. My top speed on the S10 was 54 km per hour. It went faster than the claimed top speed. During my speed test, I was close to 85 kilograms. That includes me and my protective gears. The S10 has a nice strong torque. I mean, if you set it to level 5 of acceleration, it's torqueier than my dual motor Cabo Mantis 8, which is unusual feeling for a single motor scooter. Fortunately, the S10 has a great stopping power. There are front and rear disc brakes. Not hydraulic, but together with the customizable e-brake, it is easy to stop on a dime. I will advise you though to set the e-brakes to level 3. 4 and 5 are too much to stop this single motor scooter with 2 disc brakes available. And since it has 10x3-inch pneumatic tires, a longer deck, similar to Mantis 10, grip tapes all over the deck, and an excellent suspension system, riding fast and cornering are very manageable and fun. The front has dual coil suspension. It is very stable at speed and has the right amount of dampening. But my overall favorite part of the design of this scooter is the adjustable rear hybrid oil and coil suspension. It serves as a footrest when riding fast and longer. Not the most comfortable because of the round shape, but you'll get used to it eventually. I would advise to use a more grippy shoes because your back foot may slip when riding fast. The combination of this suspension system, 10-inch tires, lightweight, and very high deck clearance of the S10 actually help lessen the roughness of the ride on uneven surfaces. It is very comfortable to ride on the road and dirt. This is in fact the nimblest scooter I have ever ridden. It looks like a dual motor scooter, which usually means heavy. But it's actually very light. It's just 22 kilograms. For someone like me who owns a Nami Bernie Viper and has to regularly lift it, the Hero S10 feels 4 times lighter, specifically the front. So popping wheelies on the S10 is really easy and fun. And that's because of the 6061 aluminum alloy body frame, a high strength but very light material. It is light to carry and putting in the car is an ease. This is how to fold the S10. Just pull the main folding lock and be sure to hold the stem so it won't fall on you. And this is how to unfold it. Now if you hear that, it means it's properly locked and is safe to ride. This type of locking mechanism has no play or any movements. It is very solid. Now for me, the stem height is a little bit short. It is almost the maximum limit for my height. This might be uncomfortable for you taller guys. I am 175 centimeters for reference. But do test drive it first at your nearest shop. There's plenty of space to mount your phone, extra lights, and action camera. The handle grips are a little bit sharp and may hurt your hands, probably because they're new. But there are easy remedies. Change the grips or wear gloves. The throttle has the name brand Hero, but functions are pretty much similar to the QSS4 throttle. So far, I didn't have any issues from all the scooters I own and tested with a similar kind of throttle. I get what I need, check the mode I'm in, and check the battery display while riding. It is bright enough. It is the most comfortable throttle for me personally compared to many motors or any thumb throttle. One of the safety things I install on my personal scooters is the key ignition. This at least gives me a little bit of confidence when parking for a very short time. I mean parking it but still on my side and not far from me. I don't mind carrying keys since scooters are not cheap vehicles. Luckily, the S10 has that installed already. And beside it are the buttons of the horn and the headlights. A very nice button and are easy to access. At first I thought the horn and the light were just designed and not useful. But it was surprisingly loud even though the horn is at the back of the light. It is very effective. Take a look at the 800 lumen headlight. It throws the light better than my Nami Bernie headlights. I don't add lights when I use the S10 at night, but I do on my Viper. You may adjust this light by tilting it, by the way. Also, holding the mode buttons for 3 seconds will turn on or turn off the side deck acrylic lights, front deck lights, and the 4 brake lights. You may customize the colors of the side lights by downloading the app, activating the side lights to show the device name, and click to connect it. Now it says it has 16.5 million of color selections. Now I don't know how will you find those millions of colors, but it just means you could choose any color combinations you want. How cool is that? The front and back deck lights are also bright. My favorites are these 2 rear lights. But when riding, make sure not to step on them and do not rotate as you might suddenly pull the wire connection. Overall lighting system is very effective at night. You don't need to buy an acrylic board and lights for modifications. The S10 has it installed already, a really cool feature. All the wires on the handlebar are easy to change when you need it because all of them are plug and play. Also, the connections on the stem and deck are properly sealed. It has an IP54 water resistance rating, so this makes the S10 possible to ride on the wet road and puddles but not in the rain. It has a nice front fender to cover the splash of water on the deck and a rear hugger fender. The rear might throw a bit of water, but as much as possible, avoid riding your scooter in the rain or wet to prolong the wear and tear. Those protections are always there when you need it. And from time to time, we stop and deploy the kickstand of our scooters. The S10 has a reliable one, not a beefy kickstand but enough to support the 22 kg scooter. I was just always confused whenever I deploy it because it is in front, which is unusual. And lastly, I appreciate these very thoughtful safety reminders for us riders. There are tons of reasons to consider buying the Hero S10. Ideal size for comfortable commute, very light, very nice suspension system, very nimble, no range anxiety. For a 48-volt electric scooter, it has all the safety features everybody needs. A key ignition, a horn, a headlight, excellent and gorgeous customizable lighting system, 2 disc brakes, big tires, and it's fast. The things to improve for the next versions are taller stem, softer grips, and better placement of the kickstand. This model is very beginner friendly, and as an experienced rider, I also recommend this to my fellow experienced riders because the S10 is really fun to ride, especially when cornering fast. Thank you very much to Yotana Shop for loaning me the Hero S10. If you're here in Thailand and want to try or purchase this model, you may contact Yotana. Their contacts and warranty information of this model are in the description. I would really appreciate your likes and subscribe to my channel. Thanks very much. Sawadee krap.